the Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Six yards left on 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
The pass.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cowboys.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Made at his 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Cobbs. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Cowboy first down.
First down. It's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
operating from the gun. Jones. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
5 yards.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find Cobbs here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott.
The pass.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Cobbs, right side.
The pass.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
A 28-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Giants, nothing.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now here comes Daniel Jones in the Giants again. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And this is caught off a deflection. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Jones.
27-yard line.
Open target here, Darius Slayton.
That's good.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jones now on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Jones.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the...
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
On the carry. He's brought down by Jabril.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Quarterback from the keeper. Fumble on the play.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He'll find Williams on the slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 8 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones, and that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
1st and 10. At their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
McKinney on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll move the chains. Three-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3, Giants 0.
run on first down. Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26.
And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
That's good.
And all the way up to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Saquon Barkley.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Daniel Jones.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And that one caught by Cobbs over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
The handoff to
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This ball complete, Jones to Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Barkley on the carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
21 yards on.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They call it no gain there on the first down play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
The chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Third down.
And he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
On first down, it's Elliott. Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
A gain of 13 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
The quarterback on the scramble. First.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
From 3 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
The New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on second down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because...
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
At their own 41-yard.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his throw is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the Giants send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Pretty move. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start with 2 of the AFC's premier teams of the 1970s. Miami, traveling up to Heinz Field to take on Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Marcus Mariota, 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Looking to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Elliott again, the ball carrier. Tackle made. Right.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
It's second and inches.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 34. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6.
Back to throw now on first down. That one into the hands of Kane.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Draw play, Elliott.
29 yards.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 21. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brought down by Jabril Peppers.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ball carrier. The tackle made by Julian Love. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
The quarterback on
I
the
like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
13. Giants, nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is, a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. From the gun, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up second and
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tommy Townsend.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This to Jarwin. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
To Blake Jarwin.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Sterling Shepard, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
to throw again. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
first down.
16 more on that one and another first down.
50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Jones. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Cobbs. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
3-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw.
To Blake Jarwin. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
The tackle
able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
The Cowboy 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
taken down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find Cobbs here.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
7th play of the drive upcoming here.